All right, let's dive in. What if your professional identity online wasn't just some static page, but a living, breathing extension of you? Today, we're going to talk about a project that does exactly that. We're moving way beyond simple profiles to build something truly dynamic. Seriously, think about it for a second. Your LinkedIn page, your CV, that portfolio you spent weeks on, are they actively working for you 24/7? Or are they just sitting there, waiting for someone to stumble upon them? The truth is, most of our professional tools are totally passive. They're silent until someone else decides to take a look. We're about to change that. And this just nails the core problem, right? On one side, you've got the static snapshot, that flat, lifeless resume. But on the other, that's the vision for this project, an active, conversational, and frankly strategic advocate that's out there engaging people on your behalf all the time. This is the huge shift in mindset we're talking about. We are not just building another web page. We're building a living representation of your professional self. This isn't just an update. It's a total evolution. It's the version of you that is always on, always ready for whatever opportunity comes next. And that's what makes this so incredibly powerful. Look, this isn't just another portfolio project to show off your coding skills. You are literally building a digital version of yourself. One that has your ambition, your skills, your professionalism, and can operate at a scale you never could 24/7. So what is this thing, really? Let's get down to it. It's not just an app. We're building your personal AI advocate, and its entire reason for existing is to create opportunities for you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, great, another chatbot. And look, that's a fair question. Because let's be honest, most of the AI chatbots out there are just simple prompts wrapped in a pretty user interface. They're reactive, they're generic, and, well, they're kind of dumb. For what we're trying to do here, to truly represent a skilled, unique professional like you, that is nowhere near good enough. That's because we're not building a chatbot. We're building a decision-making agent. And that right there, that is the key distinction. An agent doesn't just answer questions. It has goals. It takes actions. It actively steers conversations toward a valuable outcome. So what does this agent actually do? Well, it doesn't just sit there waiting for a question. It understands who it's talking to. Is it a recruiter, a hiring manager, a potential co-founder? It anticipates what they need, suggests relevant questions they should ask, and strategically highlights your biggest strengths. The goal is always to guide that conversation towards a real-world outcome, like getting a meeting on the calendar. Okay, so here are the core capabilities it has to have. First, it's got to communicate authentically in your unique voice. That's non-negotiable. Then it needs to give accurate, structured answers about your skills and your experience. And finally, the most critical part, it has to capture that interest and turn it into a real lead. Getting their contact info or scheduling that next call. All right, let's talk tech. But this isn't just going to be a list of logos and frameworks. This is a philosophy for how we build modern, future-proof AI applications. These three beliefs are the foundation for everything we're about to build. First, your online presence has to behave like software. It's got to be dynamic and interactive. Second, AI isn't some feature you just tack on at the end. It's a core collaborator in the product itself. And third, the data from every single interaction is a massive strategic career advantage. So, to make your presence feel like professional software, we're using Next.js. Why? Because, let's be real, a recruiter judges your engineering skills by the experience you build. A fast, fluid, production-grade UI that communicates seriousness and credibility from the very first click. And here, this is where the agent part really comes to life. The Vercel AI SDK is absolutely crucial because it supports something called tool calling. This means our AI isn't just generating text. It can actually do things. It can save contact info to a database. It can fetch data from an API or trigger a whole workflow. This is the key that unlocks the move from a simple chat model to an agent that can reason and get stuff done. A conversation that isn't remembered is a totally missed opportunity. And that's where Neon Postgres comes in. We are not just storing chat logs here. We are building a career intelligence engine. This turns all those passive interactions into data-driven insights. I mean, imagine knowing exactly what skills recruiters are asking about most often so you can tweak your resume before you even apply. That's the kind of power we're building. So let's double-click on this term agentic AI. It represents a really fundamental evolution of what large language models are. They're no longer just fancy autocomplete, just completing sentences. They are becoming decision-making agents. They can autonomously plan and execute a series of actions to achieve a specific goal. This, right here, is the future of AI engineering. And here's how it all comes together in this clean, powerful loop. A visitor provides some input through the UI. The AI agent interprets it, uses backend tools if it needs to, like, say, querying the database for a specific project detail, and then it generates a smart response, all while storing that interaction to make you smarter and more effective over time. Okay, let's pull back for a second and look at the big picture. What is the ultimate impact of all of this tech and all this work? You're not just building a cool piece of software. You are building a career engine. When you strip away all the code, your digital twin becomes all of these things at once. It's a conversion engine, turning simple curiosity into a real opportunity. It's your personal salesperson, advocating for your strengths 24/7. It's a recruiter, booking interviews for you while you sleep. And it's a researcher, mapping out market demand specifically for your skill set. This gets right to the heart of the professional mindset we need to have. Your future career is the customer. Your digital twin is the product. And your job as an engineer is to build a system that delivers the most reliable outcome possible, creating real, tangible opportunities. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one thought. This project is a turning point. It's about taking control of your own professional story in a world that is going to be dominated by AI. You are not just building another application. So, are you ready to build your future?